Hey guys, welcome back to Hope is Alive. Mike here, Psalm 37 verse 4. Take delight in the Lord and he will give you your heart's desire. This is a psalm all about God's will, God's joy, and it's also about prayer. So the psalms are songs of praise. And this one, like most of the book of Psalms, not all, but most of the book of Psalms, was written by King David. And this is specifically a psalm instructing people in wisdom. We acquire wisdom directly from the Holy Spirit, and we also get wisdom from other believers whom God has given wisdom. Never neglect wisdom in your church. If you've got old people in your church, they've got t-shirts that have done the distance. Don't neglect their wisdom. So what does it mean? So this is a verse which is often just quoted in part. You'll hear people say that God will give you the desires of your heart. And that sounds great. We all want the desires of our heart. And the only thing, if that's the only thing you read out of this verse, then you're missing the point. And they're missing the point if that's all they say. The crux of this verse, the turning point of this verse, is it's not two separate pieces of wisdom, but it's a if-then statement. If you take delight in the Lord, then he will grant the desires of your heart. Because if you are truly delighted in him, then the desires of your heart will align with his heart. Makes perfect sense. The verse is not promising that whatever a person desires, God's going to fulfill them, and a lot of people trip up on that. It's promising that if you line up with God's will, then your desires will be fulfilled, because God's will is always fulfilled. If this verse is an instruction, which the chapter heading clearly says it is, it does in my Bible, in the NIV, then it's the guidance which is the focus, not the result. Does it matter? Well, when you delight yourself in someone, your desires begin to line up with their desires. You ever notice that? You find joy in their happiness. You find frustration in their agitation. When we delight in God, our desires begin to line up with his. So this is a really important verse to keep in our hearts at all times, because it reminds us that it's not about God following our plan or giving us what we want. It's about us conforming to his will. And in that, we find ultimate fulfillment. There's a couple of other verses, Matthew 7:7 and Luke 11:9. I'll put them down the bottom here if they haven't already turned up. So just remember, take delight in the Lord and he will give you your heart's desire. Bless. Hey, thanks very much for watching Hope is Alive channel. For more videos, you can click here or here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, send it to your friends. Take care. You can choose now. Yeah, just anyway.